Hello everyone, I am welcoming all of you in my online class number 5 on lecture number 6. The topic of the lecture number 6 is Array in C programming. In today's class, I am going to discuss about some programming exercises from this chapter. So here we have some basic programming given here. So before solve the complex problem by using array, at first you should have practice, you should have very good idea, you should practice these programming exercises. So in today's class we are going to discuss about one dimensional array, how we can add to one dimensional array and how we can show the addition result, okay, and multiply to one dimensional array and show the result. So let's start our today's discussion. At first I would like to discuss about the first problem, that is add to one dimensional array and show the result. Okay, so here an example is given, that is how we can add to one dimensional matrix or one dimensional array. So here A is one array and B is another array, and you can see that this array A is containing three values. This is the index number 0, and inside the index number 0 we have value 5, index number 1 we have value 7, index number 2 we have value 3. Same way, inside the B matrix, B one dimensional array, we have three values. Index number 0 we have value 3, index number 1 we have value 5, and index number 2 we have value 4. And what we are doing here, we are adding these two matrix or two array, that means sum equals to A plus B. When we do sum, on that time what happened, we are adding this value 5 with this value 3 and the result is 8. Okay, in this way we are adding 7 plus 5 and result is 12 here. Okay, that is the thing. And then next loop, 3 plus 4, we are writing here value 7. That is the thing. So in this way, every time we have to run the loop and we are adding the value and storing the value inside the sum variable, sum array, and then we have to print the value of sum. Okay, so I think main concept is clear to you. Now let me show you the code. Okay, so this is the code given here. Let me explain. Here we are declaring three array, A, B and sum. Okay, so let me change one thing here. Okay, so and their size also given, no need to change anything. So these are the three array we have, and then we have one simple variable I. To run the loop we need this variable. At first what we are doing, we are printing one message, then we are scanning the first array value, first one dimensional array value. Okay, here, okay, I equals to 0, I is less than 2, then I plus plus, then we are scanning the value. That means inside this array A we are inserting only two values. Okay, 0 to 1. Okay, two values. Okay, then next segment, what we are doing, we are again scanning, but this time we are scanning the value of B array. Process is same. And then the third segment, what we are doing here, we are adding these two array values. So sum I equals to AI plus BI. Inside this for loop I am writing. Okay, I am adding the values here. Okay, I will explain this code later. And at last what we are doing, we are printing here the value. Okay, the value of sum. Here we have printf function, we are printing the value of sum, and then again we are using here another for loop. So in this way we can print the value. Okay, so now let me run the code. Okay, if I run the code, then you'll be able to understand okay what is happening here. So at first it might take few seconds. So now if I run the code, at first what they're saying, enter the first one dimensional array. Okay, as I have to insert only two value, I'm inserting two values. Okay, one in the position number 0, or you can say in the index number 0, I am putting here 1 and space another 1. Okay, okay, 1. Okay, these are the two values I am inserting. If I give enter, now they will ask me enter the second one dimensional array. Again I am giving two values, suppose 1 and 1. I am using I am giving very simple values so that you can easily understand it. And now if I give enter, now it will give me the summation value. Sum of two array is 2 2. 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 1 2. So in this way it will work. Okay, right. So now I'm going to explain how this portion will work. Okay, so for I equals to 0 and I is less than 2, I plus plus, and inside this for loop we have the equation. We have a equation sum I equals to ai plus bi. Now I'm going to explain this code. Okay, you already have idea how we can scan okay one dimensional array and how we can print one dimensional array. Okay, so let's explain how this code work, addition code work. Okay, in this code, at first we are taking the value of I is equals to 0. Then we are checking the condition whether 0 is less than or equal 3 or not. Okay, so here 0 is less than 3, condition is true. If the condition is true, loop condition is true, it will go inside the loop body, and inside the loop body we write down the equation sum I equals to ai plus bi. So now what is the value of I? Value of I is 0. So what it will do? Sum 0 equals to a0 plus b0. In a0 position what it is written? 5. In b0 position what it is written? 3. That means what it will do? 5 plus 3, and it will store inside the it will store the value, the addition value 8 inside this sum 0. Okay, so right like that. Then after performing this task, after running the first loop, it will go inside the increment section of this for loop. Then in the increment section it's written here I plus plus. I plus plus means I equals to I plus 1. That means the value of I is 0. So 0 plus 1, the value is 1. It will increase the value of I 1. Previously it was 0, now it is 1. So now it will check the condition again, and now it will check 1 is less than 3. Condition true. It will follow the same path. It will go inside the loop body. Okay, now it will change the value 0 to 1. So now it will store sum 1 position, the addition value of a1 plus b1. So what is the value of a1? 7. What is the value of b1? 5. It will add these two value and it will store the value inside the sum 1 position. Then again it will go in the increment section of the for loop, and then it will increase the value of I1. So now previous value was 1, 1 plus 1 it is 2. Previously it was 1, now it is 2. Again it will check the condition. Now it will check 2 is less than 3. Still condition is true. It will go inside the loop body. It will go inside the loop body. Now what it will do? It will add a2, the value of a2 plus the value of b2, and it will store the value inside the sum2. Now what is the value of a2? 3. What is the value of b2? 4. 3 plus 4, 7. It will store the addition value inside the sum2 position. That means it is 7. Now again it will increase the value of I. Now 2 plus 3, 2 plus 1, it is 3. Previously it was 2, now it is 3. Now it will check the condition again. Now it is 3 is less than 3. Condition true or false? Condition false. If the condition false, it will go out from the loop and it will execute the next line. Okay. So though in the example here we use 2, but but in this explanation we use here 3, but it will work in the same way. Okay, it will print the next line. Okay, after this for loop, when the condition became true, become false. Okay, and then here we wrote, if you remember the code, we wrote here the printf function inside the for loop, and we print the value of sum. So in this way it will add the values and it will print the value of sum. Okay. Okay, so now you can easily understand how we can add to one-dimensional array. I would like to give you one home task, that is how to multiply to one-dimensional array. Okay, so this one is very simple. Okay, so do it, and if you have any problem, let me know in the comment section. Thank you everyone.